Something really bad happens to your mind when you use the word try. It's the same effect as when the teachers are like, haha, everyone's a winner. In this video, I'm going to break down the 3 layers of self-concept that separate the people who actually make progress from the people who just talk about it. Yo bro, my name's Jas and I teach young men the art of self-discipline because it changed my life and it will change yours too. I'm going to help you get here quicker than me and better than me. You seem interested, bro, so drop a subscribe because it helps me help you. Bro, do you remember sports day in year 6 when you were like 11 years old? I remember mine, man, and there was this one race, it was the skipping race, and it was like boys versus girls. And obviously the girls are like way better at skipping than the boys at that age. And bro, I was in the same race as the girl that like is known to be the fastest at skipping. And yo, I completely lost. Like, I got destroyed. That girl destroyed everyone, by the way. She beat us all and she was sick. She was like so happy. But then when it came to the end of sports day, right, the teachers gave us all the same medal and said everyone tried their best. But I got flipping smoked in that race, bro. And bro, if you remember any time that like you got put in that everyone's a winner category and you got given like some of the same kind of reward as the winner or whatever, or maybe you were the winner at something and then like all the losers got the same reward as you, bro, drop a comment, man. What do you think about the school systems doing this to us? Like, it's really flipping harmful. People saying everyone's a winner, you tried your best, don't worry. It puts us down, bro. Because now, every time you have a goal and you want to make progress to it, you mention the word, oh yeah, I'm trying to get jacked, or I'm trying to quit drinking. Guys, I'm trying to quit video games. The word try puts you in the mode of excuses because this is how it's been conditioned into us, bro. I don't know what it is innately about that word that just makes us all have an excuse in our head like, oh, but I tried my best. I couldn't quit. Trying ain't good enough, bro. And the horrible thing is it gives you such a lack of responsibility because the framing of the word try means that there's no consequences. And the lack of responsibility means that you have a lack of discipline and a lack of self-progress. Because responsibility is the cornerstone to progress, bro. Bro, I'm going to tell you about the 3 layers of self-concept and why you need to be the last one. Always. Let's say there's 3 guys who are considering going to boxing and like, just for argument's sake, they're all basically the same guy, same level of training, same level of like innate motivation, their genetics are the same, everything's the same. The first guy says, I'll try boxing. The second guy says, I'm doing boxing. And the third guy says, I'm a boxer. They're all at the same stage. They all are just going to their first session right now. Which one would you place your bets on, bro? That if we went to the same boxing gym in a year's time, which guy would we see there, man? That clears it up, doesn't it? How you need to approach your goals. Because the word try is like the language of pre-failure. The excuse is baked in, bro. The guy who says, I'll try boxing and then gets punched in the face the first time he spars. Oh, well, I tried my hardest. Yeah, I tried my hardest, but it really hurt and I don't really want to go anymore. I don't think it's my thing. I'll do boxing, the second guy says, and then he gets punched in the face. Oh, yeah, but I'll do it again. And then he'll keep getting thrashed for the next couple months before he gets any level of success as a boxer. But most guys who say like, I'm doing it, they quit as well. Bro, you thought that the guy like who says he's gonna do it, you thought that's the right answer. It's not. You need to take up the self-identity of the man who is a boxer, because then imagine the pro boxer that gets punched in the face and it hurts and he hates it and he gets pissed off about it. He won't go back to that boxing gym the same. He would have written down why that happened and what he should have done to not get hit in the face. And that's what the beginner would do as well. If he said, I'm a boxer, he would meticulously understand what went wrong and how to fix it. He'd go to the coach and say, oh coach, I got smashed in the face, I flipping hated it, but I'm a boxer and I need to learn how to slip the punch. I need to learn to slip and counter. Bro, I want you to become a master of the highest leverage tasks that are conducive to your goals. I call it the 20% high leverage task because it's the 20% of tasks that get you the 80% of results. So let's say the goal is boxing, right? The 20% of tasks is get the hell in the boxing club and get in the ring, get on the bags and get on the pads. And let's get even more in detail, man. When you want to be a boxer, you've probably got to train like twice a day sometimes. And that means you've got to wake up at like 5 a.m. to get to training. That's what I used to do when I was working full time. At my first ever job when I was 21 in 2023, I used to wake up at 5 a.m. every day, train boxing, go to my job, come back home, eat up, and then go to boxing again in the evening. And it's because I took up the identity of a boxer. It was my goal. So the guy who says, I'll try boxing, he will never do that. The guy who says, I'm doing boxing, he would never do that either. It's only the guy who, like, with a sense of pride, even if the pride doesn't come from anybody, he doesn't have to outwardly show it. Bro, just have that self-pride about you that makes you think, like, okay, I am a boxer, or I'm a first-class university student. Once you have the identity of the guy that does it, doing the actions aren't that hard. It won't be hard to wake up at 5 and work on your goals. It won't be hard when you get knocked down to stand back up, because you are the guy that can do it, bro. You have it in, bro, you literally have it within you to imagine yourself with the success and imagine yourself with the end result of that goal. Why can't you just act from that now? When you take layer number 3 of self-concept and you say, I am that guy right now, and you take action from that standpoint, failure is not an option because you won't quit. And imagine when you reach that goal. Imagine when you actually get to the point where you've done the goal and you have become that guy, and now it's just part of your identity. You won't even think about the 3rd layer of self-concept or anything like that, because you just are that guy now. And you can take that same thing and apply it to other areas of your life to make you be a well-rounded individual. Not just like that one guy who's like a boxer, right? He goes boxing, but then he has a shit job. Or that guy who's so sick in class, but then he's a skinny fucking nerd. I want you to be the best version of yourself, bro. And that doesn't mean having just one goal, focusing on that for like the next 5 years, and then not actually making any progress anywhere else. I want you to be the guy that you've always wanted to be. I want you to be that one. The guy who you imagine in 5 years. Married, children, wife, huge family, people look up to you. Even people in your community look up to you. You're at the gym every day at 5 a.m. and people know you there. People know you as the guy that's like, bro, that's Jas, or like whatever your name is. And you're lifting the weights that people dream of lifting, and they ask you for advice. But it all starts now, bro. You can't be that guy without imagining yourself as him first, thinking what actions would he take, and then becoming him, emulating him every single day, imagining yourself as that guy every day. This stuff is powerful, bro, because no one thinks like this. No one thinks like, okay, what would the best version of me do, and let me act like that every single day. Let me design my days like that. People think that a professional athlete only trains like a professional athlete once they've made it. And they were training like that for 5 years before they even made it to like the Olympics or the professional game or whatever. Pro footballers train like flipping animals, bro. Think about it, from the age of like 13, 14, like these kids are sent to pro football academies, and that they make it their lives. You probably don't want to be a pro footballer. You probably just want like something that's been done before, like repeatedly by people around you, like better grades, for example. It ain't that flipping hard. You just have to become the guy that gets the better grades. And the only way to do that is to know what the guy with the better grades does, and you can imagine that. You've got it within you. It is the human gift to be able to imagine, because you can think of things that haven't happened yet as if they've happened right now, understand that as a problem, and think, okay, what's the solution? And the solution are these set of actions that future self, that version of me, the guy with the good grades, the guy that's a boxer now, the guy with the jacked physique, it's the actions that they would take that you could take right now. Even when you don't have the result, you can take it right now. You could, bro. It would not be unreasonable for you to wake up at 5 tomorrow and work on your goals. That's what the best version of you would do. And you've got the capability within yourself to do that right now. Would the work be as good as the best version of yourself? No. Would you be able to lift the same weight that the ideal version of yourself can lift right now? No. But you can take the action and go to the gym and lift the weight anyway. You can take the action, sit at the desk at 5 a.m. tomorrow and work anyway. Bro, I've used this 3rd layer of identity for so many things. Like in January 2025, I started bodybuilding training, and I really wanted to stay consistent, and I wanted a reason, an anchor to be able to be training in 6 months from now. So what did I do? In January, I signed up to a powerlifting competition, and I just thought of myself as like a guy that lifts weights now. Like I didn't really know the difference between bodybuilding and powerlifting back then. So I just did what I thought was right. And to be fair, bro, look now, I've literally built my dream physique. I can pull 3 times my body weight on a deadlift. I got jacked. I got strong. And I'm not even done yet, bro. Now my self-concept has risen even further, and I'm thinking of higher goals, like being 10 kilos heavier and strip 5% of body fat down. That's going to take me years, and I know it, but I can't wait. And when you set goals like this and you start taking action from the guy that does this stuff already, you get excited. You don't want to scroll on your phone anymore. You don't want to go on the video games anymore. You become addicted to the progress, bro, and this is how we're meant to be as men. What is your biggest goal, and who have you become to achieve it? If you've achieved goals in the past, think about who you became to achieve that goal, because it wasn't the current version of yourself. You have to think about who you actually need to be to achieve that thing, and then get out there, take life by the fucking neck and get it done, bro. And to achieve any goal in life, you need to understand self discipline. I've got 2 links in the description that will help you with that. The first one is the Pathway of the Tiger, and it is my full course to self-mastery and self-discipline. There's 5 phases of training in there, and it's got some extras that I think you'll like. It's my full system to install discipline inside of you, man. The second link is a free call with me, 1-to-1, completely free, bro. It's just to see if we vibe, and if we do vibe and I can help you with your problems, we can discuss taking you on for my 1-to-1 coaching, man. And with that, bro, click on the next video. Sweat or regret, bro. I'm out.